Welcome to the Temple of Flame. On today, Fake Black Lights, we take a look at this. And if you're wondering just what this is, it is the newest thing from Taco Bell, the Volcano Quesarito. And it comes in this very nice foil. And here is the second of these. For us to take a look here at cross section. Not overwhelmingly appetizing, if I'm being honest. The Volcano is sort of a riff on their, I believe it's their lava sauce. I don't recall which now was supposed to be hotter than the other. Looks like there's maybe nacho in there as well. I think this sort of darker orangey stuff is the Volcano sauce. This is just a beef one. And so we are at a moment where we find ourselves in slim pickings for fast food heat of any kind. There are a couple things that I've seen recently. I did one of them last week, the Skittles gummies. The so-called Fuego that I thought were hugely disappointing, but a channel that I've recently discovered called Barrel Shape, like them, particularly the mango ones, way better than I did. So check out his video as well if you're interested. Mine is, of course, a much lengthier video because I can't shut up, but let's put that over there and let's get into this. And I don't remember the lava being particularly hot. I don't know if the Volcano is hotter. Volcano and lava obviously are intermixed, if you will. Very, there's definitely that nacho cheese they have. Their nacho cheese is good on their nacho fries, and that's about it. They have to put it on everything. It's almost like their version of mayo. And it's sort of this Volcano sauce and lava, too, as I recall. Sort of like a creamy chili condiment. That's about the way I would describe it. And it's creamy like a, not quite like a sour cream. Texture's a bit more like almost a mayo. The heat is very minimal so far. I've never had a quesarito before. I assume it's a portmanteau of a quesadilla and burrito. I think there might be rice or something in here also. This is honestly, it's quite plain. It's fairly pedestrian. I am getting a little bit there of that Volcano sauce. There's definitely not enough of that in here. As part of the Volcano promotion, you can get, if you have the app, you can get the volcano sauce added to whatever you want. Obviously, I didn't do that because there's not a single app of any kind like that on my phone. Nor will there ever be. And I think it's really, I mean, that's fine. If they want to push the ad and say, hey, we're paywalling, well, we're not paywalling, but we're kind of locking different food items behind whether or not you have the app. I don't hate that. I don't love it either, but I don't hate that. Like I suppose that's fair in a way. I mean, it's kind of silly because you're just potentially undercutting sales, but I really don't like the exterior of this. It has sort of a funky flavor to it. This one has a lot more of the volcano sauce in it, this half. I guess order extra volcano if you're getting it. I mean, the sauce is fine. The lava volcano, I think I did a video on with the lava. It's just kind of okay-ish to me. And there is a slight bit of punch to it. Very slight. I'm going to give it a default 1 for heat. Flavor. It is kind of unique, I suppose. I'm just not sure how much I like it. Look, I mean, there's so much tortilla here. Their tortillas are they've always just been okay. You go to any mocha salsa, and they're going to have way better tortillas. I'm going to bust this out. Melinda's fire roasted garlic and habanero. This is not a sauce I find hugely enjoyable. There may be a video for this. If not, it'll be coming soon. There is a written review up for this, though, if you want to check out the blog, which you can do by following the link in the description below. It's a very astringent sauce, but I thought that might work here. It definitely doesn't. That's unfortunate. If that would have been much more straightforward, it would have been great. What I really think they should do, or should have done here, is mix the volcano and nacho together and just had volcano nacho cheese. Nacho cheese, like I said, isn't that great. And the volcano sauce isn't that great either. But together, I think you might have a covering up of the weaknesses. There's definitely rice in this. So this is rice, beef. At least So here's what I think. I think Taco Bell has decided this cheese sauce is a lot cheaper than like real cheese, like cheddar. And so I think that's why you're seeing on so many things. It is not better though. It's just this bland, creamy kind of heavily processed kind of blah. Have you ever seen the movie Idiocracy? There is a scene where Dax Shepard, I forget the name of his character, but he's just, I think he's sitting in a recliner. He's just digging his fingers into a bucket of goop and then just eating it off his fingers. That's actually kind of reminds me of what this is on this burrito. Or quesarito or whatever. I don't know, there might be sour cream on this too. I don't know, there's supposed to be. It definitely tastes like sour cream. Well, all right. Tiffy might be shaping up for another tough year for Chili's. That's what we got from the fast food world. Like I said, there's a couple things I saw recently. The Skittles I didn't find too spectacular. There is another product I've got at... They had it in the grocery store. One day when I was shopping, and I was like, I'll just get it next week. So I went back the next week. I could not find it in that entire goddamn store. And I know I didn't dream it. But anyway, if I'm able to chase that down, we'll have that, and that'll be in a future video. Or if not, then this might just be some stray comments in a video that you can just wonder about. So where we're gonna drop off here is the Volcano Quesarito. Is a very bland, pretty boring fast food item generally, which I think for me describes pretty much the entirety of Taco Bell's current menu. I do like the nacho fries, don't get me wrong. I think those with the cheese sauce work really well together, but that's not a healthy thing, and I don't like, unless I'm going to Taco Bell, I never have those. But, you know, credit where it's due. I will give this a default 1 for heat. Certainly no more than that. And as for whether or not it's worth getting, so those two quesaritos, for the pleasure of me going through that very bland entree that I will probably never ever get again in my entire life, that little adventure, I had the distinct pleasure. It set me back $6 a throw. So, I guess that is another thing to consider. Was either of those things worth $6 a piece? Not for me. Together, $6, sure. But separately, $6 a throw? No, that ain't it. And but I do appreciate that they're at least trying to keep Chili Head sort of engaged, I guess, even though that's not a very good effort ultimately. But nobody else is really flying the heat flag right now, so I guess I do appreciate it from that respect, but I would not want to go through that again. And we'll just leave it right there. So that was the Taco Bell Volcano Quesarito. Now go in peace to serve the flame.